Let's take a look at enumeration. I'll call this project Enumerated Types, and the class I'll put inside of it I'll call enum stuff. And for our example, we'll use the months of the year, which often have numeric values as well. So again, our goal is to learn how to use enumeration. This could be handy for months of the year, maybe grades of students in school, military ranks. We're going to go above the main method. When you define an enumeration, it cannot be inside a method. It can't be inside a constructor either, which is a method. It's got to be on its own. We could even make a class for it. But I'll put it right here before the main method to enumerate the months. I'll go with enum, and then month. I'll give it a singular name. It will make sense in a little bit. And then I'll list them in order. And I will list them with all capital letters. That's a good programming technique. So I've got January, February, March, really all the months you're used to seeing. And the order matters. They're assigned values. As we'll see, January is 0, February 1, March 2, April 3. So they're all off by 1, as you would expect, because we're starting to count at 0 instead of at 1. So December is 11 on that list. Those are all independent objects. If you look over to the right, in the outline, you'll see that they are listed as public and static and final. They don't change. So I'll declare a variable of the type month, Halloween month, and it equals month.October. You could pick any month you want and any holiday you want. So I'll just see what happens when we display month.October, or Halloween month. So the favorite month of Jack-o'-lantern is Halloween month. What displays when we use that? It's October in all capital letters, what we had inside those braces when we got the enum declared. So we'll say this is month number, and we'll find out the number of Halloween month. Dot ordinal. The dot ordinal is important. That's going to give us the number where it is on that list. And as I said, it's number 9 because it's 10th on a list that starts with 0. So dot ordinal gives us a numeric value where it is on that list of objects in the enumeration. And I'll make a note right here to remember that month.January is, well, let's do month.January.ordinal. That gives us a numeric value for January. And not a surprise that it's going to turn out to be 0. So in that enumerative list, January has an ordinal value of 0. December has an ordinal value of 11. December is the 12th object on a list of 12 objects, but we start counting that list at 0. So let's pick out another month, any month you like. I'll do that month, your month equals month.July. You can pick any month you like. And we'll compare it to Halloween month with dot compare to. These are objects we're going to look to see if one is greater than or less than the other. So if we do if Halloween month dot compare to your month, if that returns a value that is greater than 0, which means it's positive, that's going to let us know that Halloween month comes after your month. It's a numeric comparison. Even though when we use the enum, you don't really see any numbers anywhere, but they all get numeric ordinal values. Else, if when we have Halloween month dot compare to your month, we get a negative value or less than 0, that lets us know that Halloween month is before your month. Do a little copy and pasting and some small editing. And if this compare to method returns the result of 0, that means they're the same. And again, Java is comparing those ordinal values to know. So Halloween month is later than your month if you selected the month of July. Maybe we should make that pretty clear here before that if runs, what your month is. I'll just go with your month. So your month is July. Halloween month, which is October, is later than your month. It's later in the list. It's number 10. July is number 6. Let's change the month to November, which would have a value of 10. And Halloween month is earlier than your month because it has a value of 9. If we change your month to month.October, those are going to have the same ordinal value of 9, and so we get the message that Halloween month is the same as your month. So in those braces at the top, when we use enumeration, those are all distinct objects. You see it over here in the outline. And again, they're all public, they're all static, and very importantly, they're all final. There's no changing them later on in the course of the program. And as I mentioned, very handy when you have a list of things where you want to number them. As freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, if you're running a high school, possibly military ranks. That way the words can have a numeric order meaning.